Hey, Humble. Hey, Cynthia. This live is acting up, y'all. It's like glitching. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm good. How are you? Hey, Tashara. We gotta talk about this Stefan Diggs thing. Sure. That's good. We gotta get to it because I just don't know about Cardi. I really just don't know. Hey, Cynthia. I have I have two phones, so that's why you can hear the live. Cause I need to play y'all something. Did y'all see that video that I uploaded regarding Cardi B and her little rant? She was on Twitter Spaces last night. Well, they said early morning, and she was talking about what's going on with Stefan and the guy Blake. I didn't see that. Okay, I'm gonna play it so that way y'all can hear it. I have it up the phone, so I want to play it. Cause we gonna talk about um this video. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear it.
Let me tell you something. When you sue somebody for defamation, like,
can y'all hear that? Yep. She was defending him. Can y'all hear the video? Tell me. I'm gonna start it over. Tell me if y'all can hear this.
I really, really hate this because it's like, let me tell you something. When you sue somebody for defamation, like I sue somebody for defamation,
Hey, Ashley.
there is nothing to hide. There is nothing to hide. When it's time to
Yeah,
go to
Ashley.
discovery, when it's time to do discovery,
Let me pause
you
it. This is her rant. I want y'all to listen to this rant. So then that way, actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start it over. Because I'm gonna be stopping it periodically and giving my opinion. So I'm gonna start it over.
I really, really hate this because it's like, let me tell you something. When you sue somebody for defamation, like I sue somebody for defamation, there is nothing to hide.
Let me stop that right there. That's not all the way true. Because sometimes people can call your bluff. Oh, I'm gonna sue you, and then first thing people they get scared because they hear the word sue, and they don't want to lose money. They don't want to go through retaining lawyers, go through the drama of it, having their names put out there in the public in a bad light. So what they do, or let's can I just settle with you? So sometimes that's not all the way true. Right? A person will. Let me get back to this video.
There is nothing to hide. When it's
Sometimes
time
it
to
is
go
things
to
to hide.
discovery, when it's time to do discovery, you gotta turn on, you gotta turn in all your phone, all your apps. It don't matter if you deleted a text. It don't matter if you deleted a message. They will retrieve it.
Sometimes people will go all the way, or not all the way, but sometimes people will go lengths to make it seem like they're innocent. I'm not saying Stefan is guilty or innocent, but I'm just making a point. So just because someone countersues doesn't mean they're all the way innocent or they're telling the truth. Because sometimes a person will say, "Well, let me countersue to make it appear like I'm fighting back, or I don't have anything to hide." So that's not always true.
This man is suing somebody else because they lied on them so bad and they're trying to prove to the world that what this person said is a lie. And I don't like how people, everything has been on the internet from the beginning. This light-skinned albino came on the internet and told the story 3 different times.
That was wrong. She should have never called that man a light skinned albino. Colorism is not okay. Regardless if it's against light skinned people, dark skinned people, it's not okay. That wasn't cool. And she can have a fan, some of her fan base could be albinos. Cardi, this what I mean. Cardi like lives her life in the Knight of Swords. Like everything's, all her communication is impulsive. Like she just runs her mouth. She doesn't stop to think how something could upset someone, offend someone. She just blurts it out. She doesn't think. That's why that whole thing with Lotto, she really didn't mean to hurt Lotto. She's just a very impulsive communicator. Anything comes to mind, she blurts out. She doesn't stop to think. But what did she say in this post? She said he told. Let me rewind it a little bit.
This light-skinned albino.
Oh wait, let me go back far enough.
Because they lied on them so bad, and they're trying to prove to the
Cardi, you got to stay out of it, because how do you know this man is lying? You don't know that. Like, you putting your neck out there on the line for this guy, and he hasn't shown the best character towards you, towards other women, or anybody else in the public eye. So you can't say someone is lying on him. You were not there for every single interaction that he's ever had with this man. You're going off of what he told you. And if Stefan is out here making babies like nobody's business, then he doesn't have the best character. Just being honest. He had all y'all pregnant in the same year. So like, come on, let's be so for real. You think a man who's moving like that is an honorable man? Like, come on, Cardi.
World that what this person said is a lie. And I don't like how people, everything has been on the internet from the beginning. This light-skinned albino came on the internet and told the story 3 different times. The first time was, I asked this for some money, like he was my people, and he came and whispered in my ear like, oh, you want the money, you got to do this, this, and that. Then, when your story wasn't getting picked up how you wanted it to get picked up, you juiced it up, and you spiced it the up, and now it's, oh, yeah, he pulled out, yeah, he was high, and he pulled out his meat. You said 2 different stories, and the crazy shit is that bloggers and people that's supposed to be making their research are not even doing their research to see how this man did the story 2 different sides.
First of all, 2 things could be true. Just because he didn't mention both things at the same time doesn't mean that both things didn't occur. That's number one. She's saying it like, oh, let me let her finish because I want to address that. Let me let her finish this.
So it said the stories 2 different ways. Then on top of that, and I don't give a fuck. I can talk about it because I'm not the one I'm not getting sued. I don't got nothing to do with it. I'm not even involved with the.
Oh, you're not involved with him, but you're involved in it now. Because you chose to use your free will to jump in somebody else's business, like you said, that was not yours. Now, if this man come for you, you deserve it because this had nothing to do with you. Yeah, this is the father of your child, but he's a grown man and he has to fight his own battles. You're not even with this guy. And she just said it. I'm not with the inner. So then why are you in his battles? Because you'll feel real stupid if some solid evidence was to come out against him. Not saying in this situation, but with anyone that proves that it's something more going on with him than what you may know. Y'all know men make you look stupid each and every day. You'll be thinking you in an honest, committed relationship, is monogamous. These men be having a lot going on behind the scenes. they be wearing a mask with you, be a whole different person behind your back. So you can never put too much stock in the man. Like, oh, I know this is true. I know that's true. You can't do that. Hey, Kim. Hey, Lady Eves. You cannot put too much stock in a man because these men will embarrass you every time. And I feel like she's putting too much stock into Stefan.
It's just the fact that it's like everybody it's not fair, and it's like it's kind of sick because it's like how much can a person take? What happened if somebody commits suicide? What happens to that? Because when somebody was lying on my name and people was calling me all types of names for 2-3 years until I prove in court the truth, that had me going crazy.
Now that I agree with, but at the same time, Cardi, you sticking your neck out for this man. You going to bat for this man. Could possibly get canceled behind this man because you calling people light-skinned albinos. You know how the internet is. But my whole thing is, lost my train of thought. Lost my train of thought. It was a good thought. Oh, she's sticking her neck out for this man, but where was his energy? Where was this energy for you when he embarrassed you at the Super Bowl? When you performed that and you had press the whole entire weekend for Super Bowl. And he brought free, the baby mama had them sitting with his family, made you look like a complete fool. And people were dragging you all over the internet because he made you look like a fool. He made you look like a fool having all these women pregnant in the same year. People been dragging you, Cardi, since you've been with this man. And where was his energy for you? When did he ever stick his neck out on the line for you and come to your defense? I don't know who Cardi have in her circle, but I swear I wish that I can have a conversation with Cardi. Because I'm older than Cardi. So she like my little sister. She might have more money than me, but something ain't connecting. I don't know why her friends don't talk to her because this is making her look absolutely crazy. This man has done nothing to put you on a pedestal. And showing up at events with you is not putting you on a pedestal because guess what? Every event we seen y'all at was something for him. His furniture line, his clothing line, his Mother's Day brunch was for his foundation. Everything was revolving around him. What has he done for you? For your mental health, to advocate for you in the public eye, to help build your career? Nothing. He gets clout off of you. But you sticking your neck out for this man. This man ain't stick his neck out for you and say, don't bully Cardi. Yeah, I had Pre at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I had my baby mom, but it wasn't like that. Cardi's my girl. We just cool. He did nothing to support you. And that whole thing where everybody was dragging you on Christmas because he had all the baby mamas at his house. Like this man has never, from what I remember, stuck his neck out for Cardi. But you doing all of this for Stefan. It's crazy. I don't get it. Let me see what you saying, Kim. You all right? Never publicly defend him, support him in the background. Exactly, Kim, because she don't know what this man got going on. I'm not saying Stefan is innocent or guilty. Actually, I did a reading on this situation before I jumped on live. So I'm not saying it's a lot of hidden things, confusion in between him and Blake. And Blake got a lot of stuff with him too. Now I don't like Stefan, but y'all know I'm fair and I don't put bias into it. Blake is not being all the way truthful about things, about some things. I feel like he's telling the truth about some things he's not. I feel like some things he's saying is fabricated. Child, I done picked up jealousy in this reading I did on him and Blake, allegedly. So I'm not defending Stefan, nor I am against Stefan. I'm just speaking from a point of view of Cardi needs to tread lightly because you don't know what people do behind closed doors. You don't know. That's what you're saying, Ash. Stefan Diggs never be supportive of Cardi on anything that you do. Like, shows and birthday. He don't. He's never supportive of her. But she's doing all this for him. That's what's pissing me off. Like, why? Why are you doing this? Now, I understand she said, oh, how much can a person take? You know, you get bullied on the internet. And what if somebody wanted to commit the S word? Okay, that's absolutely true. I agree with that. I agree with that part. But that applies to you as well. Because where was he at when you be getting dragged? Where do he be at? He never really even supported her album like that. This man has never done anything really to be supportive of Cardi.
So imagine when somebody imagine being such a hater, you steal from somebody, you hate the fact that they didn't forgive you because you stole from them. You didn't like everybody around your circle knew that you stole. So what you did, you went and you put the worst allegations, worst allegation on a man. I've never seen another man.
Is it the worst allegations? Because, I mean, according to Stefan's behavior, he gives that. Like, all these babies in 1 year, all these women, they say when a man can't be with one woman, he just constantly gotta have another. Like it's ridiculous. And he got 1,000,001 different baby mamas. A lot of people say they play for the same team a lot of times, and that's why they being with all these women, because they're trying to mask it. So if you're going off of that, and you're going off of him showing up online with crop tops and pocketbooks, posing weird. I mean, for a straight man, you think it'd be so far fetched if somebody would to believe that about him? I don't think so.
Want to be involved so much have those allegations with another man. Not only that, I never seen a man be obsessed with another man like that. Cause I got bitch and I got obsessed. Be obsessed. But a whole man that got kids obsessed with another man is crazy. And on top of that, pocket watching another man is crazy.
First of all, we all know Stefan doesn't have a job. So it ain't hard to pocket watch him. We know he don't have a job. No shade. She said he obsessed with Stefan, this and that. Okay. But the thing is, y'all know how sometimes a man to tell the woman that the new woman he messing with, oh, my ex was crazy. She was this. She was that. Men are good for that. When they get with somebody new. Oh, she this terrible person. She did XYZ. She did, she that. But what he's not telling is why she's crazy. Why she's stalking him. Why she's constantly calling his phone, threatening him, doing XYZ. Why is she doing this though? Because if it's truly over and you haven't messed with this person, been with this person, why would this person go through all that? A lot of times, men be still messing with the woman, leading them on. Stuff is going on behind the scenes. And then when the girl black out, oh my gosh, she's crazy. But what you leaving out is that you just slept with her last week. So people don't always go crazy for no reason. Sometimes it be a reason why people wilding.
Pocket watching a nigga career, pocket watching a nigga home. What? Nigga, you a grown man. Why you picking up with another?
Cardi, is this more so about you and you feeling embarrassed because these allegations make him look like he played for the same team and you just had a baby with this man and was with this man? Because you're doing a little bit too much defending for somebody you barely even know. She barely even knows Stefan. She barely even know this man. And you doing way too much defending for somebody you do not know. You know him for like, what, 2 years? Because you had a baby with him as soon as you got with him. So you don't even know this man like that. I think she embarrassed because she knows she looks stupid. One thing that I don't like about Cardi B is that she always get into your business every time. She need to stay out of this. Like, I can't stand a man that talks ish about his ex to me. Yeah, because it's like a lot of times they do that, but they're not telling you the whole truth of why this person is crazy. This person ain't busting your windows out and going above and beyond and doing this and doing that for nothing. You done did something to lead this woman on, or you still messing with her in some kind of way. You supposed to be picking your kid up, you flirting with her, touching her, grabbing her. But then when she start calling your phone and you with your new girl, now it's, oh, my baby mother won't stop calling me, my girl won't stop this. But you ain't tell her you was just flirting with your baby mother. You just slept with your baby. Like, men do this all the time. So sometimes when the person is showing those behaviors, it's a reason why. They've been led on in some type of way. I'm not saying in this situation. Just saying in general. So you can't just like, oh, you obsessed. Why is he obsessed? Why? Why? You gotta ask why.
Why you even wanna? Why you even wanna? You have son. You have a son. Why you wanna be involved in those type of allegations, and then you're going around different blogs and different podcasts talking about it all smiley and lying though, because you did two different stories, two versions. What was it? At first it was oh, I asked and he helped me out because I was fucked up, and they said, oh yeah, sure, but first we gotta do this. Then you went and juiced it up like, oh yeah, we was having fun, and the just whipped out his. First of all, they don't even act like that.
See, that's what pissing me off. She like, oh, now Blake said that one day they was in the car. I believe they was in the car allegedly, and he said, Stefan, he said something, and then he pulled out his man's as being his piece, and started to play with his man's. And Blake said he was like, yo, what you doing? You know, it got awkward in the car, this, that, and third. They get back to the house. Why would you go back to his house, Blake, if it was so awkward? The moment the car stopped, I'm like, yo, I'm out. Or he'd have got punched. If I'm a straight man and you know I'm straight and you do that, oh, you violated me. Now it's about to go there. But that's why I said Blake got a lot of shit with him too. But he goes back to Stefan's house. And he said Stefan puts his arm around his neck and he whispered in his ear, come upstairs to his room or something like that. I think he said he licked his ear or something. He did way too much for you not to move on him. Y'all know what I mean when I say move on him. You're a straight man and he's doing that, you're supposed to have been moved on him. So, like, what's really going on? That's why I said Blake got a lot of stuff with him, too. I bet you Shade Room Neighborhood Talk a lot. It's probably talking about it. Yeah, that's the violation. It is humble. If you a straight man, absolutely. But you went back to this man's house and gave him a second chance to whisper in your ear, lick your ear, whatever he was saying happened. Like, come on. But my thing with Cardi is she gonna say he don't even act like that. Cardi. His behaviors and his lack of sexual discipline and him dealing with all these women and getting all these women pregnant in 1 year and just constant women, that's like that's lack of sexual control on his end. He's like a little sexual deviant. That's how he comes across with his behaviors. So you don't know what type of time he on. You don't know if he's that sexual. You don't know what type of time this man is on. And then if they were HI, drunk or whatever else, drunk mind speak sober thoughts. Speak sober thoughts. It speak what you really want to speak. How you really feel. So you don't know what this man be on. You don't know. For her to say, oh, he not like that. How you know what he like? Like, girl. Exactly, Ashley. Cardi, not every man act the same with everyone. Yeah, like, girl, you can't say what he will not do, would not do. You're not there. You don't know what could have took place. So you defended him like you just absolutely know. Why? Because he told you it didn't? Niggas lie every day.
Cardi.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta take a picture for the visa.
Well, take a picture of me because I'm pretty.
Oh, somebody came
So
in.
we gotta scan your
Okay.
face,
Okay.
and then we go inside, take a picture, and then you can come back and chill for a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Take the picture.
Yeah. Then you.
Then on top of that, like this is how I know. It's not even how I know. This is the shit that y'all gotta visibly see online. Everything is online. Everything you could Google. How the you trying to prove that it is the allegations that you claiming, but you post up the a DM of a nigga talking about I'm a bust here. You trying to say like, oh yeah, look at the type of shit that he was writing to me, but you don't scroll up when say when y'all talking about basketball. Yeah, we about to go play. Yeah, I'm about to bust. Yeah, and then you try to make it seem like a nigga trying to fake flirt with you. Why you ain't show that? Why you ain't show that? When this nigga posted it on his shit, trying to prove you wrong. Nobody was posting that. Like, why do y'all want? Why do like? It's insane to me. And I feel like at this point, like these blogs, they're gonna report the truth, but the headline be so misleading, and people really just don't read, and it's like it's bullying and bullying and bullying and picking and picking and picking and picking and picking. Like it's like, yo, like enough is enough. Like what you want the nigga to throw himself off a bridge? If somebody's hiding something, it wouldn't be suing. And then it's like when the shit is taken to court, then it's his apologies. His apologies that
because that's not always true. Because okay, for instance, y'all, when Blake was suing Stefan or whatever, Stefan is counter suing Blake. But if he wouldn't have counter sued for defamation, what would Cardi have thought? If all this stuff would have came out and he didn't say I'm a sue, or he didn't pursue a lawsuit, what would that say to y'all? That'll make it seem like it's true. So now I have to do this. That way I can make it seem like I'm fighting back. I can make it seem like, see, I ain't scared to go to court because I know I ain't lying. A person would do that just to try to convince a person that, see, I'm taking it all away. I'm not going to let him lie on me. He lying on me. So they'll do all that because no court proceeding is like overnight. Everything is stretched out. It could take a year or two. You can buy time with court cases a lot of time. And then a lot of times when you start going through mediation and all this type of stuff, then they start talking about settlements. Like, all right, let me just get him some money, get him out the way. That's how I get. He'll stop it before he even get to trial, or try to anyway. But he'll go through all of that just to buy time to make it seem like I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. He lying on me. So that's not all the way true. It's not all the way true.
Oh wow, we should have never doubted. When it's too late, when y'all been picking on it for so long, that's fucked up. I don't like that.
So that was her rant. That was Cardi's rant. Like I said, I'm not on Stefan's side. I'm not on Blake's side. Both of them liars. Both of them got some stuff with them. And after I did that reading, it's a mess. But my issue is with Cardi. Because you can never be so sure that a person is telling the absolute truth. Especially these men. Because they'll embarrass you the whole time. Now, what if something came out that he was flirting with him, or something did happen? What if that comes out? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? If someone else comes forward with the allegation and has actual evidence and proof that he played for the same team, what are you going to say? That's why you should just be quiet. No matter how you feel. But see, that's why I say I think this is more so about her being embarrassed because she done been with this man, done had a baby with this man, and now it's like it's a possibility that he may be like that. It's crazy. This drama doesn't make any sense to me. The Cardi B stuff on Blake. It doesn't. Like you said, Cynthia, something in the milk ain't clean. I feel the same way. It's not clean. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. That's really my only issue with Cardi. Like, don't be advocating for these men because you don't know. They will embarrass you and lie to you. You'll be thinking it's one way and it's really another. Cardi better hope Blake don't drag her into no lawsuit from her little rant. I turn my ear on, y'all. I'm so high. I hope it ain't too loud in y'all ear. Is it too loud, y'all? Is the live messed up? Can y'all hear me? Cause I know earlier the live was messing up. Okay. And so what y'all think? I went on my rant. What y'all think about this situation? What's y'all opinion? Y'all want to add to anything I said? Okay, good. Yeah, y'all tell me y'all thoughts in the chat. What y'all think about this situation? That was my rant about it. Okay. Yeah, these men, I'm telling you be going to bat for them. Way big. They'll embarrass you. You cannot be doing all that. This man do not come to her defense when it comes to these other women. Not at all. And when he showed up when she was on tour, that was not about her. That was not about being supportive of her. That was clout for him and his family because nobody was checking for Stefan. And he had to do something to get back on the blogs because he had lost his job, got fired, lost his job, and nobody cared. People only started, now he was Stefan Diggs before he got with Cardi B. But nobody really cared about him until he got with Cardi. Nobody. I hear she did that with Stefan to put in this mess. Yeah, like this was just a waste. He was just such a waste of an experience. Like honestly and truly, like he was just a complete waste of an experience. It has been nothing but drama with this man since the moment she got with him. That's how I knew it wasn't gonna when your relationship start off rocky like that, it's not going to last. It's not. Because it's not being built on a solid foundation. You coming into it with it messed up. She went into a relationship and had a baby while she was still married. I knew her and Stefan wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. He only showed up on 2 times. That's not support. Now, the first time he showed up was when she had, I think it was her drama premiere or something like that, when he pulled up on her with them roses. All that was for show. Anytime he ever showed up for Cardi, it was for show, for clout. For the ooh, look what Stefan did, ooh, Stefan, that's all it was about. It wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine, allegedly. And I can say that from me reading his energy. Stefan get narcissist vibes. And everything is about him. That was a mess when they first got together. He had babies. He had other women pregnant with his babies at the same time she was. Then the whole allegations with the chef. There was a whole trial about that. Like, this man ain't been, the Super Bowl thing happened. This man just been a complete disaster in your life since you left. I think Stefan did Cardi being big. Being heavy because nobody doesn't care about him now. They sure they don't. Nobody cares. People are only talking about him for the allegations. And before this, when they was talking about him, it was about the chef. And when he popped up on Cardi for her concert. She always saving this man. That's what pissed me off with her. Like, you always saving him. When he popped up on her for that concert, the real boss move would have been her just like, oh, you came? Oh, okay, cool, but I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go to this after party with my friends or with my crew, my tour crew. Like, you don't get to embarrass me, have people dragging me, saying XYZ about me on the internet, and then you pull up on me at my concert and I'll leave with you and let paparazzi see me get in your car and leave with you, and you take me back with you and have sex with me. You don't get to do that. You don't get to have me in that kind of way after you just embarrassed me publicly. And even if she did want to backtrack with him, you should have did that on the low. You don't let no nigga you don't let him think that he got it like that. He could just do what he did and pull up on you and you get in his car. Like, the way she got in his car, it's like it was a flex. Like, Cardi, that was not a flex. That was not a flex. You supposed to play that nigga the way he played you on national TV. You were supposed to play him the same way. Like, that was not a flex. Like, girl, you always talk about how Offset is the worst person in the world, but this man has been an absolute, I can't even say what I want to say, in your life, and you defend it. But that's why I said I think it's more or less about her being embarrassed about him potentially being that way. Because I did a reading on her and Maduka Okeyo, that guy, that Nigerian soccer player. I did a reading on her and him. I just didn't edit it and put it out. But in that reading, Cardi purposely, did y'all see those pictures of her on the balcony with Maduka? The guy Maduka? Well, if y'all didn't see it, she was on a balcony with him in Paris. And they was talking and laughing and having a drink. Cardi allegedly purposely did that because the paparazzi in Paris love Cardi. She has an excellent relationship with them. They follow her everywhere when she goes over there. So she knows this. So she knew they was going to catch her with him. And that was done purposely. I think she wanted to piss Stefan off. So if that's the case, that's how it came up in my reading, that was part of the reason why she was around him. But If that's the case, why are you online defending Stefan? Now she said, "Oh, that's my baby daddy. That's my baby father." Okay, that could be her reason, one of the reasons. But I feel part of the reason is because she's embarrassed. Because Stefan had to submit, Blake submitted over 100 pages of text messages between him and Stefan. Something crazy like that. So I think she's embarrassed. He had to submit that to the court. And the judge ended up giving Stefan a certain amount of time to explain his relationship with Blake. And he said something like, "Oh, we was acquaintances or whatever." And the judge said, "No, I need a more detailed explanation of your relationship with him." That's what I heard. Now I don't know what Stefan came up with. Then I think I heard Stefan wanted to postpone the court date, the next court date or something like that. I don't know. So then though Blake submitted these text messages, something probably leaked. That energy came up in the reading I just did. We may hear more information, or we may see some text messages. Some of them anyway. So Cardi better hope that her man, well, he ain't her man, but her baby father has been honest with her about his relationship with Blake. Because y'all know how these internet people are. They will find a way to get copies of what was submitted to the courts. I think you could pay for court transcripts. Can you? Can you pay for court transcripts? Because I be seeing some YouTubers, like when they be doing certain cases and stuff, they'll have the transcripts. So somebody might actually pay for it. If you can pay for transfer. Okay. Yeah, somebody might pay for them and expose it. It might be that tea lady. It might be that tea lady. But she just might not do it on her page. She might just leak them some other kind of way. Because you know that tea lady can't stand her. Can't stand Cardi. But, yeah, but Blake is not being all the way honest. I pick up some fabrication from his end. Yep, some jealousy from his end. Yeah, the tea lady. I gotta call her the tea lady because I don't want no smoke. She better hope though that this man she gonna feel so crazy if something comes out. They're not gonna let her live it down either. They gonna be on her heels about that. Let something come out about him being with a man, whether it's Blake or somebody else. Ooh, they gonna tear her up in her comment section. Did you see what the share one posted video of nothing? Making next top money. Oh, I think I know who you talking about. She should have left Cardi alone. Who the tea lady yeah, you want to post the reading Cardi and Maduka. Yeah, eventually. I just did the reading. Would it really be? I could do the reading, but like the editing, that's the part that I be like dreading. Like I hate that part. Now she gotta pay all that money. I think you had posted it. I forgot, but I found it funny. I posted it. Yeah, I gotta post that, and I gotta edit the Stefan. I'm kind of scared to post the Stefan and Blake reading. So, mm-mm, mm-mm. Child, that reading is something else. She made that video and still making posts about it. It's funny. It's funny. Oh. No hits need to go sit down somewhere. Like, just go sit, girl. I'm tired of people in this shenanigans. Like, just go somewhere, girl. Please. And you know what's crazy? Blake trying to make it seem like he's so uncomfortable with Stefan and certain things that he allegedly did. But on my thumbnail, if you look at that picture, the way that he like is like the body language in that picture is crazy work to me. Like, look at my thumbnail, y'all. That picture, it just look. I don't know. It kind of looked like he leaning into Stefan. Even the way his legs is like positioned in the picture. Uh. So I'm really scared about the weakness Stefan vision. It's a mess. They got some stuff with him though. From what I see and feel, yeah, he got some stuff with him. He not being all the way truthful. It seems like any kind of entertainment or celebrity is going to have allegations. I have seen too many celebs go through this. Mm-hmm. They said Hollywood is crazy. It's a lot of stuff that be going on. Mm-mm. A lot of people then came forward and said a lot of the male celebrities are they play for the same team. A lot of people then came forward and said that, but it's kept on. A lot of rappers you wouldn't even think. A lot of athletes. There's a lot of transgenders that come out and say that they've been with football players, basketball players. So, as I said, she out here advocating for this man. You don't know what this man is like, for real. Let me see, we starting to she won his career over line. Yep, that man never recovered. Never recovered. Yep. Mm-hmm. Chingy was that guy too. Mm-mm-mm. And Cardi better be careful with how she word things because she has people that's a part of that community that she is close to. So she don't want to offend them. As y'all know, her hairstylist, Tokyo, you know, Tokyo is really a guy. So she got to be careful how she word things. She don't want to hurt Tokyo feelings or offend Tokyo. And I think Kellen is not Kellen. What's his name? Her stylist. I think he's a part of that community too, if I'm not mistaken. Kellen, I think is Megan Thee Stallion's stylist. What is Cardi's stylist? I forget his name. I don't remember. Yeah, she was she was very right. But what's crazy is nobody talks down on her. None of the men really talk down on her that was with her. She was with Ja Rule too, allegedly. Yep. I gotta read that book again. I read that book so long ago. That book was good. I need to reread that book. And she was with Irv Gotti too. Yep. Exhibit. And I think Big Tigger also. Yep. And then it was, it's good, Humble. That's a good book. If you get a chance, you should be able to get it on Amazon. It might be cheaper. I don't know if you have Amazon tablet, Amazon Fire, whatever, but it might be cheaper to get the digital copy and just like the audio book, you just listen to it, or if you want to get the regular book, but it's good. It's really good. You should read it. Dodger had me laughing at Super Model posted a video. She posted a video of her girls cracking up. I said this and petty. She's very petty. I told y'all that a long time ago. She is very petty. Don't forget Ja Rule. Ja Rule, yep. Irv Gotti. She basically, Jay-Z, allegedly, she basically had them all, y'all. But see, that's why I said, people was like, oh, they let Diddy X get away with everything, but they come for the black women, they come for the Meg Thee Stallions and the Young Miamis because it's how they do it. And Superhead is not a mixed woman. She's not a foreign woman. She is black. From what I know, 100% black. And they still hold her. Even like Bow Wow. Bow Wow don't say nothing bad about her. But it's how you do it. That's what makes the difference. Superhead it was very like sensual, very seductive, very soft spoken, very classy with her stuff. It's a difference when you do it that way, opposed to you twerking and talking about what you gonna do and X, Y, Z. It comes across differently. Whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent, that's what it is. And how I know what I'm saying is true because I was reading the comments, and this guy was in the comments, and he said that. He said exactly what I'm saying. It boils down to how you present it. That's why it's more acceptable. People, I can't even say acceptable, but it's like it's more digestible when it's like that. That's like call girls. You got high price call girls that you call companies and you order them or whatever. That comes across different than the girl you will see posted outside on the corner, dressed half naked, heels on, tall heels. It comes across differently. It's not, and this goes back to the old saying. It's not what you do, but it's how you do it. And I think that applies to that situation. Yep, she used to date Bow Wow. He was just talking about her not too long ago. Yep, he was talking about her in a positive light. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say her and Ja Rule messed around for a while. Like Ja Rule ended up kind of getting attached to her. I need to go. Anybody remember her book? That read the book? I need to go back and read that book. And all that was going on while Ja Rule was married to his wife. Mm, mm, mm. This was happening in the height of his career. Boy, he was taking Aisha through it. And his Murder Inc. days, baby, it's early Murder Inc. days. One person I was shot. Because it was Eve. Yeah, that don't seem like a match. But I always say he got a hell of a roster because all the women he was with are absolutely beautiful. But that just doesn't seem like a personality match. Him and Eve. I guess that's why I ain't last. Since you guys here, that could be sent. Their mama is going to be there. Yeah, I just seen the clip because he posted a clip of them going on a date. And I was just cracking up at that. Yeah, she did his job when he was married allegedly up there. Mm-hmm. Yep. I was just about to ask you when John was married. Yup, homie. Allegedly. But, mm-hmm. Yep. This was like early Murder Inc. Like, early Murder Inc. Matter of fact, this could have went back to when he was around Jay-Z with that "Can I Get a What" and that song. It could have been back then. I gotta reread that book. Y'all gonna make me order this book. Y'all gonna make me order this book. I should order it and read it to y'all. Go live and read it in chapters. I don't know if I could do that though. You think I'd get in trouble with YouTube if I did that? If I read it? I wonder. I read it. John Rice thought he was cheating with Ashanti, but they were super. Mm-hmm. We all thought that at first. I know we all thought that at first. But then we found out she was with Irv. That's how her Irv was able to get it off. Because everybody thought if anything was going on, it was between them. Along with the fact people thought him and Bowser, yeah, I agree. Eve didn't seem like his type. Look wise or personality wise. Yeah, Eve is beautiful, but she doesn't seem like his type either. Even though she's beautiful, she doesn't seem like his type. I'm glad nothing happened to her for spilling all that tea. Yeah. Because she spilled a lot of tea in that book, Humble. I always thought it was Earth, honestly. Yeah. At first, I thought it was Ja, just because of how they used to be, like, up on each other in videos and stuff like that. I was like, Girls dated so many beautiful women in early career, like, Man, I miss back in the day so bad. It was a time. Early 2000s? Man, it was a time. Yes, Humble. Like, take me back. Take me back. I'm begging you. Just like people thought Kelly and girls dated because they made multiple videos. And it's what I'm saying. Like, Yep. For real, Humble. I want to go back so bad. The fashion, the music, the vibe. Like, the world was just so much more lighthearted and fun and free. It didn't feel so anxious and tense and there's always constantly something going on. Like, everybody was just chilling. Like, life was just a vibe. Just a vibe. I always look at people body language, and early on I always thought they had something going on. He was always possessive and she would be nervous. Yeah, I never caught on to that. I never caught on. Maybe I just was, I don't know, I was really paying attention. I was naive to the fact, because I was young at that time. So, I was a teenager. I was like 16, 17 in the height of that Murder Inc. time. So I probably wasn't paying no attention. But I bet you if I look back at certain clips now, I would catch on. I would like, oh yeah. Y'all and Bowser should have did an album together. Yeah, honestly, I thought that would have happened. Yep, I thought that would have happened. Because they made really good music together. They got that musical chemistry. Man, I miss coming home from school and catching the last half of General Hospital. That's really my show, y'all. I get in like 3:30 from school, watch the last half of General Hospital, and then hang it with Mr. Cooper came on. It came on back to back, I remember. But I would never be able to watch the second half of the second show. I would watch the first one and then I would fall asleep. I took a nap every day at the same time. I would take my nap, and by the time I got up from my nap, 106 and Park was coming on. That was my whole routine. I remember at BT Awards. Okay, that's just me trying to tell us no way. I'm like, it had to move, get her, get, uh-huh. It made sense though. At that time, it made sense for Kelly to be the one to do it. Beyonce had Terrence. Whew. Terrence was gone. He was gone, y'all. That was the funniest thing. Beyonce did look pretty though. She looked really, really pretty in that BET Awards performance. All of them did, honestly, but B was like so pretty there. That clip, it was crazy. You know, he said he wanted Beyonce at first when he first came in the industry. Y'all remember when he showed up with some Popeyes for Beyonce? They were wrong for having Michelle pull magic up. They always doing something crazy when it comes to Michelle. Like it's just like they be trying to play Michelle in any way they can. Like this is always something with Michelle. Michelle Williams had Lady Johnson. Mm-hmm. Man, I think he going how he can he finally got one. He's like Beyonce. No. But I don't understand that because how you get with old boy? I don't get it. Maybe it was the Midwest. I don't know if she didn't like the Midwest swag. She liked the New York swag more. Maybe it was something like that. Right. And those are so real that when she immediately fell for him. Mm-hmm. But it played out exactly the way it's supposed to because they were meant to be. That's why it didn't happen, honestly, between him and Beyonce. It wasn't supposed to happen. There was always one of those because they met at the Grammy Awards show together now, but still married. Okay. Mm-hmm. KK about to be 2 years old, y'all. In a couple more days. You still ain't seen him yet. Nope. I know that used to be on at the car. You know, Jay-Z looks good now. I saw pics and clips of him at the same performance. Yeah. He done cut his hair and put the Yankee on. Yankee hat on. I told y'all in the reading I did on him, he wanted to go. He wanted that feeling again. He wanted that nostalgic feeling again when people first fell in love with him. He felt like people forgot about him, left him behind. He don't have that hold on the culture that he once did, and he wanted to feel that. He wanted that back. So him cutting his hair, I'm not surprised about that at all, because I definitely got that energy that he wanted to relive his old self. It looked like he been working out too. He did look good. I don't mess with him like that, but he did look good on the stage. I can give him that. I'm fair. I'm honest. I call it how it is. So I can say he did look good. And him cutting his hair and getting that low cut, it took like 20 years off of him. It gave him back some of his youth. I used to love Jay back in the day. You couldn't tell me nothing about that man. Nothing. You talking about I played Blueprint out. Out. But I stopped caring for him at the Black album. That's when I felt a shift. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And then I started seeing certain things and how he was moving within the industry. And I wasn't feeling it. And so I never really cared for him after that. But prior to the Black album, couldn't tell me nothing about that. He posted his standing out looking at the beach, holding his teddy bear, and he even looked one, he looked two or three. Yeah, he getting tall. I seen that pic. I said, Dad, his head is getting tall. Is his father tall, y'all? Is Nelly tall? I don't know. What's his height? So, I mean, where you getting that height from? After seeing the crowds at the concert this weekend, I see now everything performative on the internet. And sometimes people just want to be in the mix, because the dudes was definitely outside. Like, especially the dudes in my age range, they was outside. So a lot of people just do stuff just to be in the mix. Like, let me go see who, cause Jay-Z older, so like all the hot boys that was hot boys back then, they outside, they at the concert. So a lot of times that's what it be about too. Definitely not tall, man. Short. So the girls don't look tall. Maybe based off picture I seen. Probably nine pants. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. I know where he getting it from, y'all. His grandfather. Yeah, Nelly father. That's where he getting his height from. Because Nelly father tall. Because I'm like, her mother and father not tall. Nelly mother, I don't think she tall either, but his father is. His father is tall and slim. So that's where he getting his height from. So it's like 5'8", that's a 5'3". Okay, 5'8". Yeah, that's not really tall. No, that's not tall. So yeah, he getting it from his grandfather. Like, who's he getting his height from? That's tall too. He is. And he must have got from his grandfather too. I'm surprised Nelly and Ashanti ain't go to Jay-Z concert. But I don't know how his relationship is with Jay-Z. Nelly's relationship. I never really saw him at no Rock Nation brunches or around him, so I don't know if he really rocked with him or not. But being though they in New York, I thought maybe I would have saw them there. That KK getting into everything. Yep, he definitely at that stage. When his brother is tall. Okay. So yeah, he get it from his father too. Working all weekend, another party. Oh, okay. Everybody and their mom, it seemed like they was at the concert, one of the concerts at least, because it was three of them. Yeah, I thought, hold on, I'm on live, so don't say nothing. Put two more in there.
But they can
Nigga, please don't say nothing. Just put.
high live.
Let's see. Let's see. That's my son. Like, holla. So aggy. Yeah, I thought they would have been there too. They would. It's going to Taylor Swift what? And yeah, they did. They'll hang out with the man who pretty extra bomb the clock. Kevin Hart. Yeah, you know, JD was at the concert. He performed with Jay. He did Money Ain't a Thing. Yeah. Those two don't seem like they be going to other people's concerts. It's not each other. Yeah, they don't really do like industry. I'm on live. They don't really do industry like events and like. Hold on, y'all. Married folks, man. Well, Jay and B married, but I just feel like they don't really, they might not really rock with them like that. Maybe, I don't know. But they don't seem like they really do, industry stuff too much. I was surprised to see him at Taylor Swift. It wasn't, like, really surprised, honestly. Like, extremely surprised. But, you know, he into country, so maybe that's how he met Taylor. Like, I don't know. If because girls at an industry event, it's because he performing. Other than that, he don't be going. Yeah, because I seen him at the white party. That white party that, what's his name? That billionaire throw every year. That billionaire guy that be around Meek Mill. Michael Rubin. I seen he was at that white party, but he was performing, I believe. But I never saw him there before. I was shocked to see him there. He's been friends with Taylor Swift for years and performed on her tour. Oh, okay. Alright. So I'm like, how the heck they know each other? Like, what? Thousand met Taylor Swift. MTV Awards 2023. Okay. don't see that wedding lasting. That marriage lasting. I'll get him a couple years. That'll be over with. Is owner of the sports team for marriage. And you know he's heavily involved in sports. Yeah. And he be gambling, allegedly. You might know him through that too. You know, with the Kansas City Chiefs fan. Oh, he is? Okay. Alright. Just performed in Vegas and you know, he never sell off on his. Have you seen this man posted, especially not too long after God supposed to take her? I didn't see that. I think girls are going to be big, you know, took his birthday on 18th. I think they got shows, right? Never changes a Jake every day. Hey, Key. I missed that era so bad when Blueprint came out. That was my CD, y'all. I used to play that out. Like, I keep hearing Never Change in my head. I used to love, like, looking at the clips from the concert, I was like, Dad, I would enjoy being there just because it would have took me to be back to a time. But it's like I can't support him because of what he be having going on. Be feeling what be going on with him, but right, I was just like, Dad. Like some music just take you back to a time in your life. You know, she created him in autism business, and she had it event and posted him. Oh yeah, okay. They probably going to have a pre-birthday party. KK or after. I don't know what she said. KK and Louis. And they're looking for 45. Oh yeah, they probably will. You know how she is. They gonna definitely have something for her. They not gonna. They ain't gonna just do nothing. They gonna do something, cause especially her. And y'all know she do not play when it come to him. Like the black easy. Yeah, I just didn't like the vibe that came with that album. I was like, no. This is when I get off the bus. Don't get me wrong, it was still some music I like that he came out with after that, because I liked the 444, not 444. I liked that album was okay. I like Magna Carta Holy Grail. I like that. I actually had that album, but I had it because when that came out, if you had an Android, you automatically was able to download the album to your phone. I don't know if I remember that, but at that time it was some type of thing that Sprint. That's when we had Sprint. Some type of partnership they had with Sprint that if you had Sprint and you had an Android, you could download it to your phone. So that's how I ended up getting Magna Carta Holy well, I think that's what it was called. Or was it called just Magna Carta? I don't know. But that album I actually do like. He had a few songs I like off the Black album. Yeah, it was a few songs on there I did like too, but I just knew he was a different person during that album. Like I could see who he was becoming, and I was like, nah. Like I wasn't like a fan of him after that. I liked some music he put out, but to be like I'm a fan, like I was a fan prior to, like I loved Jay prior to, but after I kind of like he fell by the wayside for me. Only album that I never liked from Beyonce is the Four album. I liked the Four album. I liked that album. Sasha Fierce, she had some hits off of there, but the vibe of that album I wasn't feeling. I wasn't feeling the vibe. But I used to love some B. Like prior to the Sasha Fierce album, I used to love some B. When she still had her innocence. That's what I think it was. They came across more innocent prior to those albums. When they had those albums, you see like a shift. And that's when it was like, for me. If I'm being honest. But like Crazy in Love, B-Day, like I loved her. Destiny's Child days, like early Destiny's Child days. The No 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 was out and stuff, like loved B. But the Four album I did like. I actually bought the Four album. I like that song School in Life. I love that song actually. And what's the other one off of it I like? One with her and Andre 3000. Yes, Party. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, we like to party. I think you right, Kiki. I don't like those rock. I think those rock with a lot of people. Maybe we should really post it and saying that people are successful. Get from harmony. That's what harmony. Mm-hmm. Yep. We all like that album, J&B. I did like that album. I did. It was the album was cool. I did like some songs off that album. I like some of their music, but as like me being like keeping up with them and really being invested and stuff like that, no. But I do like music that come from them. Some of the music that come from them now. Yeah. I know Jay got an album coming out. Well, allegedly, he has an album coming out soon. If he rapping like how he rapping on them freestyles. I don't even want to hear it. Like, I'm not interested in hearing nothing from him. Because them freestyles, they're absolutely horrible. Like, absolutely horrible. If you were really a J fan, or you was a J fan, and you hear those freestyles and you think back to old J, you like, that's not it. Oh, it's not gonna hit the same. Yeah, it ain't hitting the same for me. It's not. It's not hitting the same. Them freestyles was horrible. I didn't catch what he was saying. The audio was terrible. I can't really. He was going at Drake. I can't really remember like everything. But basically, he was taking shots at Drake, taking shots at Nicki, but it just didn't land right. It's like he was out of breath, trying to catch his breath, and then like he was trying to make stuff rhyme, but he was like, it wasn't flowing how it should flow. Like, it just was horrible to me. It was horrible to me. I was like, this not it. And he did all that because he was mad how Drake was coming at him on his album. And so Drake done got him out of retirement. Like, he's like, let me get on this stage and say something. Jay-Z is doing documentary on his life. Yeah, I think he's gonna be on Showtime or something with like an 8-part series or something coming this fall. Yeah, really know enough. It's gonna be for a documentary. I'm talking. He want to be back in the forefront, y'all. He want that love again. He feel like he lost the grip on the culture. That's what he feel like. It's like he ain't the top dog no more. Hate to say it, but it's Drake. I don't hate to say it, but it's Drake in my opinion. It's Drake. Drake, one of my favorite artists. Drake been holding down the music industry for a long time. Like, y'all see how rap was just dead, and then when Iceman dropped, what happened? Iceman done broke so many records, and it's actually a good album. But Drake is so intelligent when he raps. You have to really be a fan of rap. You have to really, really understand rap, love rap, know what's been happening with him and stuff like that to really hear what he's saying. But he rapping on that. To me, that's Drake's best rap album. That he's really rapping. That's his best rap album, I'ma say. That's really like top 3 for me, maybe, out of all the Drake albums. For me, it's Iceman, it's Take Care, and I'll probably say Nothing Was the Same, maybe. Maybe. But yeah, it's a really good album. That's all I've been playing. I've been trying to get to Lotto album for the longest time, but I can't get off of Iceman. I put Lotto album on for a hot second, wasn't really feeling it, if I'm being honest. Y'all know I love me some Lotto, that's my girl. But I wasn't really feeling it. I do like, it's the song with her and Doja I like. And it's another song that I like on there. But it's not really, it doesn't make me want to, when I get in my car, it's like, oh, let me put Lotto on. Like, maybe I should revisit it because I really kind of skimmed through it. And I kind of like skimmed through it, but then went back to the song with her and Doja and the other song I like because I had been hearing it on TikTok. So I already knew how those sounded. So when I skimmed through the album, I ain't really feeling it. Then I went to go play the 2 songs that I already liked. Chrome Heart Diaper Bag is cool too. But I think I need to just go back and sit with it some more because I really didn't give it a chance because I've been on Iceman since it dropped. But I wasn't really feeling it when I heard it. I was like, I like her other album better, if I'm being honest. To be honest, I thought he would bring Grills out because he brought Eminem, and it would have been dope because he was performing Scooby, and he said, "Can we do movie in this country?" So it's yeah, Cause Nelly was definitely moving them units back in the day. Cause his album went diamond. Country Grammar went diamond. Sure did. And if you went diamond back in those days, oh, you really had a fan base. You really had a fan base back then. Because you had to actually buy albums. There wasn't no streaming. You had to actually go and buy the album. Like, when music released back in the day, it was so much fun. Because music didn't release how it releases now. Somebody dropping something every Friday. Every Friday, somebody was up. Like, music is just coming out way too fast. It's no anticipation. And then with social media, you kind of know what's going on with your favorite celebrities or your favorite artists. So nothing is like a surprise anymore. We have access to their life. So it's like celebrity is kind of like dying out, if we're being honest. Because, like, it's so easy to reach out and touch them now. Back in the day, the way we could feel close to them is watching the interview, hearing them on the radio, or watching 106 & Park. Other than that, we didn't know what was going on in their life or anything like that. Now, it's just so much access. It's like, And then you got influencers that's like becoming celebrities. So it's like the celebrities don't even seem like anything anymore. People are gravitating more towards influencers. Like, we're in a weird time now. That's a listening to Drake old music. Yeah. So Far Gone. I love that So Far Gone album. I think So Far Gone is the mixtape though. Or was it the album? I can't remember. It was so long ago. I love Nellyville. Yeah, I love Nellyville and Country Grammar, but I think Nellyville my favorite. Ken Murphy did interview Devontae Ali, claims he wrote 90% of the album, and he said he did. All of us had a effort. Wait, he said he debunking that he wrote 90% of their Saint Lunatics album, or you talking about Nelly's album? But wasn't they all on Ali's side at first? Didn't they try to sue Nelly and then try to go on tour with him? Y'all gotta refresh my memory because I could have sworn at one point they was all trying to sue Nelly, or they was on Ali's side. Nelly Country album. Ali claimed he wrote most of it. The country album? Oh wow. Yes, that was wow. They always drew. Yeah, I thought so. How was I'm like, hold up. At one point, I could have sworn they was with Ali and was suing him. So now they saying that Ali. So then, what was they suing for at that time? Child, telling you, when them ribs start touching, a lot of things change. a lot of things change and the ribs start touching. I guess they said, shoot, let me backtrack and go get with the program. Nigga always do except Ali. Nobody said they got misled by Ali, and once they find out, now they all back on tour. Yeah, okay. They got misled. Yeah, they seen that tour money and wanted some of it. They wanted some of that tour money. There no grown man really like, come on, you got your own mind. How you gonna let a grown man mislead you? Like, come on. That is crazy. Like, two together because I would been like F.O.R. Because that was wild how they was all on him, and then they withdrew and now they want to be on tour with him. And he been letting them get to a bag with him. He been letting them get to a bag. He even took whatchamacallit with him. Jaquan. I couldn't know. What is that child name? Jaquan. I forgot. Tipsy guy. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But anyway, he even took him. I tell you. Having a big heart, man, it's beautiful, but at times I don't know. Neil said that he will never hang out perform Ali Jaquan. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's how I was coming up in my reading too. That he was like done with Ali. Hold on. Hey, I'm back, y'all. Let's see what y'all saying. That's what Nelly said on Joe and Jada show. That he was the one making sure business was always good while everyone else was just glad to be there. I can see that. Then Nelly refers to Jaquan as his nephew, so it makes sense. Yeah. Girls. Oh yeah, he took Chingy with him too. Chingy used to have beef. Yup, they sure did. Early 2000. I'm glad Grills and Chingy fixed their relationship. Yeah, he done let Chingy get to a bag with him and everything. That's why, like, when you have a good heart like that, when somebody betray you, it really cut deep. Because it's like, yo, like, I really helped you. I really showed you love. And that's what I get in return. Crazy. People so weird. That's just like my old subscriber. She really used to sit on these lives and talk and hear everything and then really try to tell me that somebody was talking about my channel. No, it was you. It was you. You wasn't even smart enough to do it in a way that it was believable. Dumb. Really was on this live acting like she was cool with me, cool with us. But I started noticing little comments that she was putting, so I knew like she was getting offended. But I don't think she was going to do that. I know Bonnie hate that. That's what Bobby said. He shot me to see how much money he will show others and you know you have how much. You see Ali be commenting under. He want to come back get some of that money on the low. That's why people don't trust people. People don't say something about Yeah, we really forget it because I could never. I'm to see and then try to benefit off my riches. Exactly. Exactly. The ribs was touching. They was over there hungry. Over there hungry. Now they want to come back. It's crazy. People have a lot of nerve, I tell you. Audacity's been on sale a whole lot lately. Whole lot. See, you know they had children and wives and stuff like that, so it's like, let me put some money in their pocket. But did they care? And then when people said they think it's not to encourage Marie to get back cool with everyone. She probably did. Because y'all know them Scorpios, they could be off the hook. They could be off the chain. They could be real cutthroat and devious. A low vibe Scorpio, so you got Diddy, Future, like them Scorpios off the chain. She said no, you can go from 0 to 100. And she having to tell him, you like in a car. I can believe that. They have tempers. Speaking of Diddy, I'm not thinking Diddy coming home. I heard he might be coming home a little bit sooner. But I said that too. I didn't think he was gonna do all his time. Look at Rev, Monica, Toya, Ciara, Great Future, Billy, CJ. Yeah, and Monica, so Monica, yeah, she got that side to her too. Monica don't be playing. That's why Sierra and Future ain't gonna work, because they're the same person. Like, you ain't budging and I ain't budging either. So that's why the internet be performing it, because everyone that talk mess about her, didn't say none of that. They saw her probably, Monica look like she can cuss you out and go about her day. Yep. That's why Brandy did not like Monica back in the day. She felt like Monica was like a mean girl and she was like off the hook. Ghetto. I'ma just say it. Yeah, allegedly. Prayers up for Brandy. I don't know what's going on with Brandy, but whatever's going on with her, if something's going on with her, prayers up for Brandy, because those pictures I posted of her, I was like, oh man. I know Brandy, my girl. I used to love me some Brandy. Back when they had the whole who side you on, Brandy or Monica, I was a Brandy girl. I always love me some Brandy. Yes, especially one picture. I said her she looks like she was wrong for someone. I will never get over how Keisha thought she was gonna come. So versus that Johnson, yeah, oh, okay, you go for this. You're not playing. She was like, oh, I'm going next, and Johnson was like, no, you're not. Mm-mm. Speaking of Keisha, I don't know who her stylist is, but she had a performance and she had this tight bodysuit on, and she just looked like her BBL and that bodysuit did not match well. It did not. I'm like, her stylist just playing in her face, because baby, they was dragging Keisha in the comment section. You hear me? Dragging her. I'm like, why would she put that on her? Knowing that it doesn't look right. I can't. If I had a stylist and my stylist put something unflattering on me and I had to do a performance and people start dragging me in my comments, you gotta go. You fired. You can't be my stylist. Because part of being my stylist is knowing my body, knowing what looks good on me, doesn't look good on me, being honest about it. Like, don't put me in anything and I have to go and perform in front of thousands of people and be seen by thousands of people on the internet. Like, why would you do that? You tell people if you don't want to see the ugly side of me, please don't give her out. I posted on baby. Thousand. You should pull it. Oh, that's Amy. Mia. Janelle do pretty Usher. Jeezy. Other people are Libra. Them Libra something else. They so slick. I am back though. Some of these stylists be playing. No, it don't look right. Yeah, like you'll be fired real quick messing with me. You embarrass me and have people dragging me. You gotta go. That's why Bowser. I know one thing. Tim be doing his thing. His style. I think it's probably like one or two things I've seen on her that I didn't like on her. But other than that, yeah. That is why Bowser's a Libra and will help you because they bless me in heaven. Tim be definitely selling Bowser on me. Yeah, he was doing his thing for the most part. I think it was like one or two things I might have seen that I didn't really care for. Actually, Bowser winning. Bowser from the like Scorpios can be chaotic. For one, the belts. I don't know why they think them belts hide her pregnant stomach. It doesn't. It makes it protrude even more. Oh my God. Speaking of pregnancy and bellies, y'all, why I saw Kiki Wyatt. Kiki Wyatt, I think, is pregnant again, y'all, allegedly. Oh my God. I really hope that's just how she was posing, y'all. I really hope that's just how she was posing. And allegedly, she got a new man. I think he knew. He don't look like the last guy. People was in the comment section like, oh my God. Like, not again. Not again. Fans pulled on early she was pregnant. Because them damn belts. I just still wearing the fur. I just still wearing the fur and belts. And she's performing on stage. They was calling Kiki Wyatt. Kiki keep a man Wyatt. She do keep her man though. Yes, she do. Kiki do not play. That's one thing about it. 1 2 minutes. You ain't acting right. You gotta go. Kiki pregnant again. She looked like the pose she was doing. Humble. He was standing behind her, and he was like holding her stomach. I'm like, oh my God. The way that she was posed with the guy, it looked like she might be pregnant again. Y'all go Instagram and look up her hashtag or go. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Was the picture on her? Did she upload the picture or the video? I think it was a video. I don't think that came from her page. I don't think I saw that from her page. I don't know who posted that. But if y'all go to her page, it might be there. She have on like a white dress. Or you can go to Instagram and look up her hashtag, Kiki Wyatt. I'm quite sure people don't be posting it a million times. Because they was like, Kiki, not again. I was cracking up recently. I've been at and people were saying he is pregnant while he pat his stomach. I know they was wild in the comments. Like, not again. Every man Kiki get with, she gonna have a baby. She is going to have a baby. I don't think that Papoose and Clarissa Shields is not going to make it because she wants to have a baby. And that's with him. Papoose ain't giving her no baby. Now she claimed that Papoose wants a baby from her. I didn't see that in the reading. I seen that he was trying to stall because he didn't want to give her a baby. Now, if he does give her a baby, it's strictly about securing that bag. Staying in her life, having a way to really stay in her life, whether he with her or not, being linked to her for a bag, allegedly. And maybe because she is younger, she's still kind of young, she can have a baby. Because y'all know Papoose, one of Papoose' sons is G-A-Y. Actually, he's trans. So, I think, matter of fact, that's his only son is that way. So, he allegedly told Clarissa he wanted her to have a son. So, I guess he's trying to have another boy because of how his son, decided to be, or whatever the case. So, if he does have a baby with her, it's probably for that reason, too. And because he wanted to stay into close proximity with that money. Because where else is Papoose going to go? If he left Clarissa today, or she left him today, what would Papoose really have? What would he have, y'all? All the money he made allegedly came off the backs of women. Clarissa, Remy. If Remy didn't have her situation, or if she wasn't Remy Ma, he wouldn't have been on no Love and Hip Hop. Nobody cared enough about Papoose music and stuff like that back in the day to even say, let me put him on Love and Hip Hop. Like, he wouldn't have had none of that. I don't think that. Oh, all right, get away. So, yeah, I don't know, y'all. But from my reading, Papoose don't really want to be with her like that. It's like a part of him, like, he want to stay linked for the money, but he don't want to be linked where it's like he really, really linked. Like, he all over the place. He all over the place. I don't know how much longer he going to be doing this, but it's like he wanted to be to a certain place financially before he leaves, but he's sick of Clarissa. He's tired of her. Allegedly. Papoose still love Remy, but I think it's too late. It's too much. It's gonna be too much resentment there to even go back. Even if they try, I don't see it lasting because too much has happened. Me personally, see, I couldn't be no celebrity because if me and you are in the public eye, we're married, we're like a it couple in the industry. Everybody looked up to us at one point. We were like the cutest couple, and then we separate, and you get with somebody else, and you start having pictures and videos all over social media with this person. I could never get back with you because you've been exposed for being with someone else. Like, you got all these videos with this person. It's pictures of you holding this person, kissing this person, traveling on vacation with this person. I could never be seen publicly again with you. Like, me personally, I just would never be able to take you back. For me, I don't think I would be able to do that. I really don't. It's just like you really was with somebody else. And it's proof that, like, people know. It's different if nobody knew, but, like, it's out there. Now, I'm supposed to get back with you and be all with you, and it's proof of you being with these people on vacation, you building memories, you got pictures on Christmas together. Like, it's just too much for me to take you back once it gets to that point. No, that's a lot. That's why I said I don't think it even work. Because every time I Google my husband or my boyfriend, I gotta see you pop up with this chick. Nah. Did y'all see Cardi was out at Disneyland with Culture for Culture 8th birthday, her and her family, and I seen she had Offset kids. She had all of them. I was so happy because at first I didn't see the kids. Like, I don't think they were on her jet because they took a private jet, and I didn't see his kids. But then when she started posting videos, she was saying how hot it was. I seen that I think his oldest son name is Justin or Jason. I think it's Justin though. I saw him. Then I saw Kalia, and I saw his other son. I always forget his name. But I was like, he had his hand around Culture neck, and they was walking. I was like, oh, that is so sweet. She have her stepkids with her. That's how you co-parent. Yeah, I was like, oh. I felt so happy. It was like nostalgic to see her with the kids. Like, I was like, oh, I'm so glad they was there because they love Cardi, and Cardi loved them. She loved, like, I remember Offset's baby mother said that Cardi is the reason why Offset really stepped it up with his kids. He became a way better, because he's a good father now. But, like, in the beginning, he wasn't, like, at his best. But they said that Cardi is the reason why he really made a turnaround. And a lot of women, they don't care about who came before them. It be all about their children. They be selfish like that. But Cardi really loved them kids. She embraced them kids. Them kids love her. So it made me feel good to see her with them and see all the kids together. Because them kids love each other. And they shouldn't have to suffer because of grown adults' decisions and mistakes. So I was happy to see that. I was like, man, if only her and Offset could, like, just get it together. Well, not her, because Offset really the one who started all this. If he could get it together, but I don't know. When I did the reading on Offset and Cardi, it came out like if they ever did reconcile, it would take a while. Like, they would have to get through this phase. They would have to get to a place where they actually can communicate, co-parent, rebuild that relationship first. Then maybe down the line, if they've grown and got past all the hurt, Cardi having a baby, if they're able to get past that and their co-parenting is healthy, then maybe it could happen, but it's not going to happen right now. Yep. Did you guys see that Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton was hanging out with her kids? I don't know why Kim keep bringing all these men around her kids. Him, Pete, like, Kim, have a seat. Just sit down. Just sit down. Meanwhile, Kanye only brought his kids around his wife that he with now. Even when he was dating that other model chick for a hot second, he ain't bring his kids around her. He ain't bring the kids around that other one. I actually liked her. She was pretty. I forget her name. What's her name, girl? Not the crazy model that he was dating for a hot minute. I'm talking about the other one that everybody kept saying was a knockoff Kim. What is her? I think her name starts with a C. I've read on her before too. She has a baby now. She's married with a baby now. What was her name? I forget. But even with her, he ain't bring his kids around all these women. Like, he brought them around this one. And actually, the one he's with now, she been in Kanye life for a long time. And I think the kids knew her anyway. Because she used to work at Yeezy, if I'm not mistaken. She worked at Yeezy a long time ago. So they already knew her. But Kim, like, girl, stop. I don't believe Bowser said she ain't leaving KK along with Grills. So he and they wonder why Grills said what he did, even though you know he's opposite on the show. Cause he be sneaking him popsicles. Kanye wife be getting on my nerves because I be like, where F your clothes at? But Kanye said she be wanting to dress like that. Everybody think it's just him doing that. She be wanting to wear stuff like that. Cause I mean, she grown. Can't nobody force her to do anything, especially when it comes to being naked on the street, halfway naked. You might well say, like, that gotta be something she don't mind doing or want to do. They try to blame Kanye for everything. Now people like, oh, look at North. North shouldn't be roaming around these grown people. Got grown men in her face constantly trying to be groupies and get pictures and this, that, and third. She only 13 or 12, however old. I think she's 12 or 13. Where's her parents at? Oh. Now y'all want Kanye in the picture. Because before, when he was trying to see his kids and he was telling everybody, can y'all advocate for me? They don't let me have say over my kids. They do this behind the scenes. They do that behind the scenes. They controlling everything behind the scenes. I don't have a say. When he came to the internet and was pleading for everybody to help advocate for him and his kids, everybody jumped on him. Everybody thought he wanted to be with Kim and it was all about Kim. And he was really trying to be in his kids' lives because he didn't want this to happen. But now, look what's happening. Kim doing the same thing Chris did to her, allegedly. Sad. If it was up to Kim, yeah, North would definitely be out there, famous celebrity roaming around. They don't get mad at her, but get mad at Bowser for her performance outfits or Megan or any of these other singers and entertainers. And oh, they be roasting her. They be roasting her. Kanye and Bianca just don't care. That's the thing. They really don't care. They barely even on social media. Like, they really be off doing their own thing. I was looking at Courtney's daughter, Penelope, the other day. It was a YouTube, was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. It was a YouTube short of her celebrating her, I think Penelope turned 14, and it was a short showing what Courtney had did for her birthday and how they decorated and everything. I think it was like a cowboy theme celebration, cowboy and like pink and white. It was cute. I said, this is an appropriate 14-year-old birthday celebration. This is like right on track. This is how it should look. This is how she should be dressed. Like, this is appropriate. How North is running around with piercings and blue hair and these big heels. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. That's why Courtney be moving the way she be moving. Courtney don't be with all that stuff. Like, she really don't. She want her kids to grow up a fairly normal life and have a fairly normal life. I mean, like, they're never going to have a totally normal life because they're celebrities, but she tries to keep them, you could tell, grounded to the best of her ability. She would never have P out here the way North is. Like, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Crazy. We don't even see Mason. You see Mason, he be doing his own thing. You don't even see him. She said, let it run free. Who, to Charlotte? Let who? Let what roam free? You mean she said let her roam free north? Oh, talking about Kanye. hmm And she be saying everything. Oh yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm about to get ready to get off of here though. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I'm about to get ready to get off of here, y'all. I it's today, Tuesday. I'll be back on here Friday, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get around to it this week. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get around to it this week, y'all. For readings that I already did. They just in my phone sitting. I gotta edit them. All right, good night, y'all. Good night to Sharba, Ashley, Key. I think that's all that was on here today. Whoever's in the bushes. And I will talk to y'all later. Good night.